How is the year 2024 going to be for all these Sagittarius ascendants is what we are going to look into in a scientific astrology method in this video. What is scientific astrology? In scientific astrology, we believe that there are not just 9 planets, there are 16 planets. 12 planets each for each zodiac sign, besides that Rahu, Ketu and the Sun and the Moon. Besides, we also believe that whatever is supposed to happen in your life will happen, and you have to face those challenges while maximizing all your positive planets. So how are you going to do that? I'm going to tell you now. So before that, you need to figure out your ascendant. So how do you do that? Go to greenstonelobbo.com. There you will see something mentioned as free horoscopes. Okay, go there, fill in your birth details, and you will require your time of birth also for that. Okay, once you fill in all the details, and then the horoscope will be generated. And in the horoscope, you will see on the left hand side, there is something mentioned as planetary details. Under the planetary details, you will see something, first thing that will be mentioned is ascendant. And against that, you will see a zodiac sign mentioned. That zodiac sign is your ascendant. Ascendant or ascending sign or lagna. Okay, it's all the same thing. So I'm going to be giving you the benefits or the prognosis based on the lagna. And it's more accurate because we're going to talk about all the 16 planets operating on you. Okay, so Sagittarius ascendant people, the most important transit that we are seeing is that you will have your 10th lord is weak in the first house. 10th house means career and first house means personality. So when you have the 10th house planet is weak in the first house, there can be some issues connected with your career. There can be some sudden something that is happening which is sort of slowing down your career, or something happening which is not, which is in some way undermining your job. Okay, your boss telling you that you're not doing a great job, something like that. So something which will sort of put a question mark on your performance or your personality or your being there in that particular job. So something like that can happen, which is okay. Don't bother too much about it. It's not a major transit, it's a minor one. It will pass, but yeah, still, it's going to be there throughout the year, so which means you have to be careful. It can happen anytime. Secondly, another important planet which I'm saying, I'm looking at all the planets which are weak in the chart first. So let's get over the troubles first. So second weak planet that I'm seeing is that your 9th lord is weak in the 8th house. 9th house means what? 9th house is all about luck, and 8th house can be troubles and problems. 9th house is education, 8th house is health. Okay, so some of you can go through health issues, health trouble. You could have actually been through a health issue or a health trouble in the last year and a half. And if you've not been through that, then probably it could have been a stress which could have been worrying you in the last couple of years. So yeah, it must be now still there. Okay, or you'll have to still manage it in this year also. And if at all you are doing something connected with your education, it can take a bit of a time. If you want to travel somewhere, it may not happen very easily. All of those things can be a problem. Your Saturn is also weak in the 3rd house, which can be a bit frustrating, your 2nd lord. So probably you're monetarily also you're feeling that it's like there is a pinch in your finances. It's not very easy. The money, you have to manage and mind your money, so you have to be very careful because the money shouldn't really go too much away from you. And so these are the challenges. Okay, let's now look at the positives. And I'll start with this planet Chiron. There is going to be, now positive planets, when I talk about positive planets means what? You'll have to look into your horoscope and check that whatever planets I'm going to take name now, are they in green color in your chart? If any of the planet is in green color, whatever I say in positive about that planet will happen. But if any of those planets are in red color, the red font, okay, not the circle and square, then everything which is negative connected with that planet will happen. Okay, I hope this is clear. So I'm talking about the first planet. There is going to be a major movement of Chiron, okay, coming into your 5th house. Okay, Chiron will come into 5th house, 8th lord coming into 5th house. So if you are somebody who is into stock markets, equity, okay, now assuming that your Chiron is powerful. Okay, 8th house means other people's money, 5th house means speculation. So if at all you are somebody who is into stock markets, equity and all that, and if your Chiron is strong, you can probably punt, okay, in real estate or in equity or something, and you can get some, good money coming in, some good fortune. Suddenly you may make some jackpot, hit some jackpot and make some money. Okay, but don't stretch your luck too much because your Shani is still there. Okay, still weak for 2nd lord. So be careful. But of course, Chiron is a stronger planet, so it should give you some kind of a luck. Your children may do well. Okay, finally your children will have something positive to look forward to because Chiron is moving into the 5th house. So children, some happiness from children, child perspective, that's going to be a good thing for you, okay. And something to do with name, popularity, if you're someone who's going to be into showbiz or doing some activities, it can be good for you. Especially if your planet X is also powerful. If your planet X is green in the chart, planet X in the 7th house means what? Impacting people, impacting society, impacting others with your ideas and thought processes, or maybe something connected with showbiz, TV, media, entertainment. So if you're somebody who's into any of these activities, then you're going to be doing well, because your Chiron is also strong, X is also strong, means double whammy. It's a double positive impact. Okay. Now let's look at the other bodies, the Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Uranus is your 3rd lord exalted in the 5th house for you. 3rd house means the mind, 5th house is again impacting showbiz, TV, media. So if you have Uranus also strong, if you have Chiron also strong, and if you have the planet X also strong, oh my god, so this is going to be like wow period for you. And even if there are at least 2 planets strong in the chart, especially the new planets, X and Chiron, if they're going to be strong, you're going to be doing something interesting which will give you some sort of a popularity or a name or a success or a glory it can give you, okay. And whatever you communicate, whatever you talk, people may appreciate it and people may love it, okay. And whatever you say is going to sort of reach a lot of people, okay. So that is indicated by the Uranus being strong. Then I'm talking about Neptune. Neptune is strong in the 4th house for you, assuming that you are, okay. Now let's talk about the challenges if a person is having Chiron weak or Uranus weak or planet X weak. If Chiron or Uranus is weak, then your child may go through some troubles or some challenges, okay. Or you have to be a little careful, you may do something, which will give you a bad name, or people may wonder what you're doing, so some, your name may be spoiled for some reason, or people will try to malign you, okay, for some reason. And if Chiron is weak in the chart, and if it is going to be entering into your 5th house, 8th lord is weak in the 5th house, be very careful. You may lose money, or you may, speculations can give you some real pasting. And Shani is weak, 8th lord is becoming weak, then be very careful in any speculative activities like showbiz, market, TV and all, anything which is speculative in nature, in all this cryptocurrencies and all that, you'll be very, very careful, or you may just end up losing a lot of money, okay. And talking about Neptune, it's there in the 4th house, so there would have been some, if your Neptune is positive, in the last 2 years, you would have bought a property, or you're thinking of buying a property. So this is a very, very good time to do that. Something connected with your family or land can be good. Okay, if at all you want to start a business connected with food or real estate, you can do so. Okay, but if your Neptune is weak in the chart, you would have probably faced some issues in your family in the last couple of years. Something to do with your father or mother would have been a challenge. And now there are responsibilities which you have to take care of. If it does not happen, then you be very careful, something like that can happen now. So you need to take care of your family, be there for the family. If at all you have to take a home loan, and if it's a huge loan, if it is going to run for a long time, you can think about that even if your Neptune is weak, okay, you can do that. Finally, talking about the Pluto has been in your 2nd house, 12th lord. So if Pluto is strong in the chart, in the last couple of years, you've been, or 3 years I would say, you've been doing something or the other connected with money, and you can continue to do so, and you will make money in that. Or in the domain of finance, you can do something. Or if you are a person who's into sales, marketing, business development, something good can happen in that area. And also if you are someone who is connected to a foreign country and trying to do something to do with a foreign country, the money will also come there from that area. In the last 2 years, it would have been happening, and it will continue to be so. Okay. So that's it. So people, life is always full of, it's never constant. It will always have some, good and the bad things, and that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please do consider subscribing, because there is a lot of interesting events that's going to happen in this year, and I'm going to talk about all of them. Besides that, यार, subscribe करने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है आपको? It's just a tick. आपको तो free है, मेरे लिए लेकिन बहुत important है. Okay. So please do it.